From the John Navita Broadcast Center, it's time for the Don of Sports with Don Figurelli on the Windy City Hometown Entertainment Network.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Don of Sports Show. I am your host, Don Figurelli. Wow, we got a lot to talk about on this show, folks. I'll tell you, we will have interviews with some of my good friends and sponsors, of course, you know, and get their views on the Bears, the Bulls, the Blackhawks, the Cubs, the Sox, and my views also. We'll talk about the long baseball season, and it's a shame, really, I think. For me, it's like I forgot about baseball. I mean, there's hockey, there's Bulls, basketball, football. You know, they should have been done about a month ago, when the interest was there. You know, now I want to watch the Bulls, the Bears, and baseball kind of, I don't know, went by the ways. It's a shame. And don't you think so, Johnny?
I think so, Don. It drags out too much. I mean, we're already... God, look, we already almost had snow on the ground, and the World Series is first going to start tonight.
Yeah, and like I say, boy, I looked forward to the World Series when I was a kid or whatever.
That's right. You know, Don, I think that the seasonal games like baseball should end at the end of the summer season when we get into fall.
Yeah,
that's when it should end. Basketball and hockey. And now that's another one that drags out into the almost
summer.
into
the middle of June.
Right?
Yeah.
At least football that ends right after. Well, I think they have the Super Bowl in sometime in January, or early February.
Right?
Which is still wintertime yet.
Absolutely.
But basketball and hockey and baseball, they drag it out too much into the next season. Like you said, you lose interest. You lose interest in the Blackhawks because you're interested now in baseball.
Yeah, exactly. It happened. Well, of course, the Blackhawks, won the Stanley Cup, so the interest was there. But had they not won the Stanley Cup, I mean, the interest, I don't think, might be a hardcore fan, but you know what I mean. I would have forgot about it, and I want to watch baseball or start playing golf. It's just these advertisers. I don't know where they get the viewership. I would think that the viewership drops with baseball after October, I would think. Although perhaps, you got your hardcore baseball fans, but you don't get the other fan who would maybe not watch it, but would watch it if it was in prime time or so on, and a different time of the year. So I don't know what their thinking is on that. They spend a lot of money on those ads, and then if nobody's watching it, what good is it? But for a true sports fan like myself and all you guys out there, I kind of like to concentrate on one or two sports, but like now, right? There's like 3 or 4 sports going on at one time. How can you concentrate on 3 or 4 sports? There's basketball going on now, and football, of course, and baseball still dragging on. I wonder what you guys think about that. But when they call, we'll ask them, okay, Johnny? But we'll talk about maybe injuries in football. Why so many of them all of a sudden? We'll talk some Notre Dame football and some high school football. We might get a call from some of my sponsors like J.D. Muggs, Dean, and Ralph at Ozzy's, the world's best sub. Maybe Tom Michael will give us a call, and my son John Figurelli at the National Fitness Hall of Fame. All right. Hey, Johnny, let's take a fast break, and we'll get back to the folks very soon. John Figurelli here, the Don of Sports. I want to tell you about some very interesting people that I know, a wonderful company that they have, Danny and Loretta Rosenmeyer. It's their 25th anniversary being in business, and in conjunction with ComEd. Okay, they do a lot of work for ComEd. They're bringing stewardship to the construction industry for 25 years and counting. Intren, outperforming every day. They're located at 18202 West Union Road in Union, Illinois. 60180. Their website, www.intren.com. That's INTREN. Outperforming every day. Loretta and Danny Rosemeyer. Loretta is the Chief Executive Officer. Her mobile phone is 815-341-4535. That's Intren. 25th anniversary, bringing stewardship to the construction industry for 25 years and counting. A wonderful corporation. Thank you very much. All right, that's it. Hi, everybody. Welcome back. On the line with me now is my good friend and my sponsors for how many years. Hello, Dean.
John, good morning.
Good morning. Sorry to bother you so early, guy.
Hey, never a bother.
But listen, Dean, tell us about Mugs and Manor Night coming up at your wonderful J.D. Muggs Still and Grill. What's that all about now, Dean?
Oh, yeah. Thanks for calling. Thanks for giving me a chance to talk about that a little bit. Every year, right around October, November, we bring in former Chicago Bear players. And actually, November 11th, it's about 2.5 weeks from now, during the Monday night game, we're going to have Doug Buffone here.
Wow, isn't that going to be exciting? Now, well, sometimes these high... Well, are there any charge for the autographs, Dean?
No.
Oh,
this is something that we do every year for our customers and, our family and friends. It's an all-ages event. People come in. I think he's going to be here around 6:30, 7 o'clock, right around that time.
Is that right?
Pretty much stay for the game, yeah. People are bringing in, last couple of years, people brought in jerseys, photographs, helmets, balls. The players that were coming in were signing whatever people brought in, no charge.
Is that right? Well, that's terrific. He's to be commended for that. 'Cause a lot of times these guys charge, $25 for an autograph?
Yeah.
I mean, and you had Steve McMichael, didn't you, a year or so ago?
We've had Steve McMichael the last 3 years, actually.
Is that right? Uh-huh.
Yeah. That's why this year changed it a little bit.
Yeah, well, sure. Yeah, Doug Buffone. I'm trying to, the era he played, 20 years ago, or was it more than that, maybe, when Doug played for the Bears?
Yeah, a little longer than that.
Yeah.
A little further back than that, yeah.
Yeah, 20. So, he's still on the air now, so, even younger guys know who he is, I would think.
Right. Yeah, and he's very entertaining on that show.
Yeah, right. Him and Ed Obradovich, right?
Right.
Maybe you'll have Ed on one of these years too, huh?
That wouldn't be a bad idea. Have them both come out here, huh?
Wouldn't that be something, huh?
Oh yeah.
So they'll sign. Do they interact with the patrons, Dean?
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, definitely. We'll have a table set up. We'll have obviously the football game going on. The Hawks are playing or something else that night, we'll definitely have that on as well. But yeah, the last couple of years, whoever's been here, they've talked with the fans.
Wow.
Couple-minute conversation if possible. Sit. Obviously, we have the full menu here as well.
Yeah. How about those 33 different beers, right?
Just about, yeah. The crafts and obviously you've had our burgers, our ribs.
Oh yeah, and the He-Man burger, I can't finish it.
It's a good thing.
Yeah, but it's delicious. It's almost 2 meals in one, Dean.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, right, Dean. I know you're a White Sox fan. What do you think about this? Well, for me, the baseball season seems so long, Dean. What is your thoughts on that?
On the length of the season?
Yeah, it's still going on.
I'll be honest with you. There's really not much else going on in the summertime.
Mm-hmm.
So we definitely need it in the summertime. I think now just our teams really didn't play that well this past summer, so I think that's why I think most of us were tired of it by July. It just seems like it's longer than it usually is.
Yeah, I mean, it's all November and they're still playing, I don't. And then because I loved baseball and I looked forward to the World Series, But now it's like, wait a minute, I want to watch the Bulls, I want to watch the Bears, or it just seems like the season should be over in early October, I would think, the latest. But I suppose it's money, Dean, right? The longer they go, the more viewership they get with TV.
Yeah, I agree with you on that. It's like the NFL talking about going to 18 games.
Yeah, right. Now, see, they're going to stretch it out.
I don't think that's happening with all the injuries they've had the last couple of weeks in the NFL.
Yeah. What do you think about that, Dean? Do you the injuries? Is it just one of those freak things, or maybe AstroTurf or whatever, causing a lot of the injuries?
Who knows? I know this past weekend we had a couple knee injuries in the NFL. It could be it's varying. It could be the workout regimen. It could be the length of just the season in general as it is right now. I mean, and also these guys are big.
Yeah, well, that's, yeah. And
you've got linebackers at 250, 260 coming at you with 4.2, 4.3 speed.
Yeah, right.
It's gonna hurt.
Something's gonna happen. Yeah. One more thing, Dean. How's your softball days going? Did you play this year? I know you were a pretty good softball player. I'm still doing it.
It's
Okay.
a little more difficult now with just other responsibilities, but it's just more for the guys to get together, have some fun together.
Okay. 12-inch, right, Dean?
12, oh yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Did you ever play 16-inch, Dean?
1 year, long time ago.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I just prefer the 12-inch game. Just growing up playing hardball.
Well, sure. Yeah, it's close to it.
It's a little closer to baseball.
Well, all right, Dean. Hey, nice talking to you, buddy. I know you're going to be open. Maybe you're open now.
Yeah, we actually open Monday through Friday at 9 a.m.
Oh, that's great. Okay.
Yeah, especially with the video gaming now that's in here, and there's a lot of sports out overseas. A lot of people coming in to watch some soccer, too.
Is that right?
Popularity, yeah.
Wow, good for you, Dean. Good luck to you, and we'll see you on the 11th for sure, but I'll talk to you much before that, Dean.
Very good, Don. Thank you for the call.
You're welcome. Take care now.
Bye.
All right, that was my friend Dean Stavropoulos from J.D. Muggs Still and Grilled. Doug Buffone, is going to be there November 11th from 6:30 p.m. to 9 p.m. Signing autographs, signing anything you want, and free. Not going to charge you like some of these guys do. They charge you for an autograph, $25. Yeah, right. All right, we'll be right back, Dean. Johnny, folks, we'll be right back. All right. Hi, everybody. This is the Donna Sports, Don Figuarelli, telling you about one of our great sponsors, all right? Pyramid Pizzeria and Sports Bar. That's right, Pyramid Pizzeria and Sports Bar. Addison's favorite pizzeria at 236 West Lake Street in Addison. Phone number 630-458-0777. Hot, fast delivery. 2012 Addison's Pizza by the Slice winner. Yes, best thin crust pizza, best sausage pizza, best pizza sauce. Late night delivery. Here's their hours, Sunday to Thursday, 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. That's 10:30. Friday and Saturday, 10:30 a.m. to 2 a.m. Minimum order $10, delivery charge only $2.50. Menu prices subject to change without notice. Dine in, delivery, carry out, catering. That's Pyramid Sports Bar and Pizzeria. www.pyramidclubaddison.com. Hi, everybody. Welcome back. On the air now with me is my good friend Tom, the big guy Michael. Hello, Tom.
Hey, how are you?
Oh, I'm doing good, Tom. I'll tell you what, I got a couple of questions for you. Maybe you might have some answers, I know you played football up in Wisconsin there, and did you go to Marquette, right, Tom?
Right.
Yeah. What about all these injuries now, Tom?
Well, it's terrible. I just heard that the injury to Michael up in Wisconsin, they said that it's a spine thing and that you got to be careful. It's just terrible the way it's happening. These guys are too big. They hit too hard. and just think of all the injuries all over. I mean, they roll on your legs. A lot of them are accidents, but a lot of them are just the force of a big body hitting, and I just kind of think they're going to have to really do something different. I don't know what they're going to have to do, but it's really terrible.
Yeah, do you think it's the AstroTurf? I don't know if they call it AstroTurf anymore, but does that have something to do with it, do you think? When you played, when I played, no face mask and grass, I mean,
right.
Now with this AstroTurf, I think it's a harder hit. I mean, when you hit it, it's a lot harder, is it not?
Well, Don, don't forget, when I played, I was 205. When you played, you were a lot less. And the guys today, 280 can run as fast as a guy 170 in our time.
Yeah. Well, what do they need? Bigger pads? I mean, there's got to be an answer somewhere. There's got to be something that they can do. Maybe no more gang tackling, if that's it, or well, in a way too, Tom. When I was taught to tackle a man, not hit him as hard as I could. I was taught to tackle him, right?
Right. Grab his legs, hold him down so he can't go forward. You're right.
Right. And now it seems like these guys just want to hit someone and knock him off balance, but then the guy keeps running. What good is that?
Yeah.
But I wonder if that's going to be the answer. They might change a few rules down the road.
Well, they're going to have to change something because you'll have all these people with serious injuries the rest of their life. I mean, look at guys like even Jim McMahon is kind of going through all kinds of Alzheimer's and forgetfulness, and look at the people that committed suicide because of it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't recall that years ago. Well, although you'd get a concussion you know what I mean, back then. But the injuries weren't as serious as they are now. It doesn't seem like it was.
Right. The most one that you can remember from years ago would be when Montana's leg was broken. Remember?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was bad.
Yeah, and that was an isolated incident. You had other people getting injured, but today with all the injuries, the problems they have later in life, and the average age of a football player, doesn't last as long as the average age of a regular guy.
Yeah, well, that's the sport they chose, and
I know.
It's well paid, and to be a professional, and I suppose
you're right, but is it worth it to be in a wheelchair and get a lot of money and do nothing with it?
Right. Not for me, I don't think so. Hey, Tommy, we'll switch gears just a little bit here, then I'll let you go. Curling coming up. Did you guys start yet?
It starts this week.
Oh, okay. Where at?
Well, at the in Highland Park at Exmoor Country Club, and then there's a tournament this week for Laurie in Wisconsin.
Oh, all right. Since the Olympics, Tom, have you noticed a little more interest in curling? Have they built a few more rinks? No, I guess they're not called rinks, but
they have built a lot more in places you wouldn't believe, from
really
from Arkansas to Texas to Colorado.
Is that right?
And don't forget the Olympics, Winter Olympics are in Russia this year, Sochi.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
So it's growing. There's no question. If you ask people, the last time there was TV and they watched it, they said, "Boy, that was an interesting sport. I didn't know it was that."
Yeah. And you and Laurie play quite a bit.
Right.
What are you, topsy-turvy, or no? What is your nickname? Or you make shirts up, not topsy-turvy. What's that shirt? What's that?
Oh, Cocky Rocky.
Yeah, right. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, he's an irreverent curler. I love him.
All right, Tom. Hey, buddy. Thanks a lot for the call. All right, and say hi to Laurie for me.
I will, and say hi to John too.
Yeah, I will. Oh, wait, John. I know, Tommy. Listen, I got some beautiful pictures for you. Maybe I can drop. I'll be by your home later on. Maybe I can drop them off for you. It's when you did your bowling tournament for John Machanga.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Yeah, well, if you do, because I'm running around.
Yeah.
If I'm not there, just put them in the mailbox.
I will, Tom. All right.
Okay.
I'll do that for you. All right. You take care now.
Okay.
Bye now. All right. We'll take a fast break and we'll be right back. Hey everybody, welcome back. I'd like you to go over to Addison Advantage of Addison, a car care center. Why? Because they have a free inspection for your brakes, your exhaust, your struts, your shaft, ball joints, radiators, water pumps, timing belts, tires, wheel bearing. You realize, Chad, there are that many things that would be done on a car?
Hey, that's all called preventive maintenance, right?
That's absolutely
And,
right. Yeah, it's absolutely right.
You can't be too safe.
Yeah, get in there and but if you do need some things, there's a $20 bonus voucher for any service over $250, which that save you $20, and a $5 bonus voucher. I keep saying voucher. $5 off any service over $30. That'd be easy to do. An oil change would be that. You'd get $5 off. They're located at 885 Lake Street in Addison. They're open Monday through Friday, 8 to 6. On Saturday from 8 to 3, give Dominic or Leon a call at 630-543-1397. All right, that's Auto Advantage of Addison, Car Care Center, great guys. They have best warranty around and the longest warranty around. Brakes are $70 off on a brake job with a 4-wheel lifetime warranty. Can you imagine that? And a 1-year warranty on all labor that they do. All work comes with a warranty. So if you need your oil change, you need transmission, you need flush, or front end work, fuel pumps, whatever you could think of on your car, go over to Addison Advantage of Addison at 885 Lake Street in Addison. Call Dominic or Leon, 630-543-1397. Hi, everybody. Welcome back. On the line with me now is my son, John Figuarelli, the director of the Fitness Hall of Fame.
Hello.
Hello, John.
Yeah, hey.
How are you? Fill me in. Fill me in on the Hall of Fame now. What you got going?
Well, we got a couple things coming up in 2014.
Mm-hmm.
We're taking our regular exhibit and putting it on the road as a traveling exhibit for the Hall of Fame.
Wow.
And we're giving a seminar. It's called a 3-in-1 all-inclusive seminar.
Uh-huh.
It includes the following. We got the history of fitness, 100 years of working out.
Mm-hmm.
That takes you through the 1900s, early 1900s, all the way to 1990s.
Mm-hmm.
What happened during each era,
Mm-hmm.
what the inventions, who were the influential people of the times
Okay.
for fitness. So that's a kind of an educational thing.
Uh-huh.
And what we also have is we've got a kids fitness initiative, trying to get kids started early into fitness.
Mhm.
So that's called our Healthy Heroes.
Yeah.
We've got a bunch of leaders throughout the nation, actually in 12 cities,
Uh-huh.
who have volunteered to be our Healthy Heroes.
Wow.
And what that does is they allowed us to produce a kids fitness book, actually a coloring activity book,
Uh-huh.
in their name, and that's going to be distributed throughout the nation. So that's a fun thing.
Wow.
We also talk about that in the seminar.
Mhm.
And then we finish with what you know very well is called our Super Seniors.
Oh,
And
yeah.
that's promoting the older people, 65 plus, to keep active during retirement, to keep engaged with what's going on, interact with others, so that they're positive, that they're upbeat, that they're fit and healthy in those senior years, in very important senior years.
Mhm.
And I believe that you're going to volunteer to be our spokesperson there for that group. I hope you'll jump on board in 2014 with us. That'd be great to have the Donna Sports as one of our super seniors.
Wow, absolutely, John. It seems like my take on it is like people are so obsessed with retiring, which is okay. Retiring at 62, retiring at 65. It's all, when am I going to retire? When are you going to retire? Okay, so then they're pretty active up to then, but then when they retire, that's it. They figure, well, they don't have to do anything anymore, hardly, just maybe watch TV or whatever,
Yeah, the thing is, retire to do what? To do nothing, It's like,
Yeah.
I can do whatever I want, but then they don't do anything. That's a big problem, You got to retire, but do something in retirement, keep active. And that's over the Super Seniors. We give you tips on how to do that.
Absolutely. Keep involved, keep exercise, because that's when the weight will start coming on, and then your joints are going to start aching if you're not too mobile. But we want you to move around and keep active. Join a bowling league, join a golf league, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It's definitely, you could see it in many people, a 70-year-old person who's an active person, a healthy person, versus an inactive, sedentary person. You see a big difference in the way they are.
Yeah, absolutely. So I'm looking forward to that, John. Thanks for the interview. Appreciate it, and we'll.
All right, have a good show. We'll talk soon.
Yeah, bye now.
Okay, bye.
That was John Figuarelli from the National Fitness Hall of Fame, the director, the owner. He started it, founded it, a terrific organization, and we're going to have a lot of fun in 2004. All right, John, we'll be right back, folks.
Folks, if you get a chance, get over to J.D. Muggs Bar and Grill, located at 437 North Addison Road in Addison, Illinois. 33 different kinds of beer. Can you imagine that? It's the home of the He-Man Burger, and baby, that is a He-Man Burger. Wait till you see the size of that burger. Chicken Caesar salad, which is one of my favorites. It's a friendly atmosphere. There's karaoke on Wednesday night and a great DJ on Fridays. Call Dean at 630-833-2570.
Hi, my name's Tom Sims. I'm the owner of Foxbowl. We are Foxbowl Training Center and Pro Shop. We set ourselves apart because we emphasize instructions. We have a full-time bowling instructor, Greg Zika. We have instant replay, videotape each bowler. Another program that we have is our Youth Bowling, USA Bowling. It's an 8-week program, after school type of thing. It's 8 weeks for $88 with instructions, and every child gets a free bowling ball, a $75 value. And thank you from Foxbowl.
Hi, everybody. Welcome back. On the line with me now is my good friend Ralph Venturini, the owner of Ozzy's, the world's best sub at Wolf and Grand. Hello, Ralph.
Hi, how are you?
Right. Give me a couple minutes of your time, Ralphie.
You got it.
Hey, what's the ingredients of your Italian scrambler?
The Italian scrambler. Fresh eggs. That's the number one ingredient. Is you must have freshness.
Okay.
Then we put homemade Italian sausage.
Whoa.
Onions. We spice it up with a special ingredient of spices.
Okay.
Then we scramble the whole thing together.
Okay.
And we're singing Italian songs while we do it. That's why we call it the Italian scrambler.
It sounds delicious, Ralphie. Now, can you get it? Oh, is it just breakfast, Ralph, or
you can get that any time of day.
Oh, all right. Okay. That's good news. And you're open 24 hours, are you not?
Yes, we are.
Wow. Tell you, Ralph. And then what about your roast beef supreme?
The roast beef supreme is some few slices of roast beef.
Yeah.
A few slices of turkey.
Mm-hmm.
2 kinds of cheese.
All right.
We put pepper cheese and American cheese. Lettuce, tomatoes, pickles, onions, and a special sauce that I can't talk about on the phone.
You can't reveal it. I know.
And it is so good. This thing is heated up, and the rule is you have to eat it within 10 to 12 minutes. We don't want that thing warming down.
Yeah, you got to keep
and
it.
Once you take a bite out of it, it'll make you cry mama.
That's right. Ralphie, let's just change gears here for a minute, if you don't mind. All right. What about I know you're a baseball fan. Do you think it runs too long, the season? What's your thoughts on that?
I think the season's way too long.
Mm-hmm.
Like the World Series should have been over by now. It's October.
I know.
We got snow in parts of Illinois yesterday.
Isn't that something? I don't know why, Ralph, they extended it so long.
Snow is for football season, not baseball season.
Yeah, that's what I thought, too. And then I'm not confused, but, I like to watch football, but then go, well, wait a minute. I should be watching baseball, right? Because the World Series, But then I want to watch the Bulls play.
Imagine if we got snow and that we're playing one of their games and the guy slips on first base.
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
Slides all the way to the dugout.
That's right. I know. And then, well, that's the other thing, too, the injuries in football. I don't know how they're going to stop that either, Ralph. Do you? Do you have any suggestions what they can, injuries, guys, every
You know what
week?
I was thinking? I'm thinking, I don't think that's like they were changing the rules and they don't want you hitting a certain way.
Yeah.
I'm thinking that, I think it's the AstroTurf. I think this AstroTurf or this, whatever they're using on the ground is really catching these guys and not allowing them to for their feet to turn, or something's happening with the ground. I think
You're right.
It has a big effect on it.
You're
Hey,
right, Ralph.
Give me one quick second, Don.
Yeah. All right, Ralphie, I'll let you. I know you're busy on Wednesday, Ralph, and I kind of caught you. But, hey, thanks.
No, that's okay.
I thought the same thing, too, when I was talking to my friend Tom Michael, that it seemed like since the AstroTurf, like there's more injuries,
Oh, you know what? I really think that's that because this, I forgot what game I was watching. It was maybe Sunday night. I think it was the Sunday night game.
Yeah.
And the receiver, all he did was, he just turned he switched directions.
Uh-huh.
And I don't think his feet gave way. I forgot who the player was. It's off the tip of my tongue.
Yeah.
And
Wayne, Reggie Wayne, the guy
Yes.
in Indianapolis.
Yeah, did you see that?
Yeah, I know.
I mean, there was nobody there. Nobody messed with him. I mean, he just.
Yeah, I think they wouldn't.
I think it's the ground. I think it's whatever they're using on the ground. That's my opinion. I don't know. I mean, you guys are talking about hitting, and they're changing all the rules, and now you're watching how offense is scoring like crazy. I mean, every game on all these teams, everybody's got high scores now.
Yeah, right.
Because everybody's afraid to hit on defense or do whatever they're supposed to do.
Mm-hmm. But I think you're right. I think the AstroTurf has a lot to do with it.
It might.
I
would bet that.
Yeah, I bet you the teams will start going back to grass again, right? I mean,
I don't know, because it's not pretty right now. I mean, a lot of people are getting hurt.
Yeah, I would say they should change and go back to grass. I think that would eliminate a lot of these injuries, Ralph. But who's to say? It's all about money, The AstroTurf guys came in. They said, well, you'll save money on watering and so on, and feeding. I guess it's a little to have AstroTurf compared to grass. I think the upkeep of grass, that's why they talked them into getting AstroTurf, to save some money. Hey,
Don, listen, I hate to cut you short, but I actually have to help these guys out here right now.
I know. Go right ahead. Thanks, Ralph.
Hey, thanks for the interview, and have a great day.
Yeah, you too now, Ralphie. Bye-bye now. All right, that was Ralph Venturini from Ozzy's, the world's best sub. Get over there and have a sub or have an Italian scrambler or a roast beef supreme right at Wolf and Grand, Ozzy. All right, we'll be right back, folks.
Buddy, this is Don Figueroa of Don Sports talking about Wayne Houses O'Brien. For all your real estate needs, call Wayne Houses O'Brien. Yes, the H stands for houses. At 630-235-5880 or visit his website at flyingrealtor@yahoo.com. That's right, he's a pilot. He'll take a picture of your home from the sky. Whether you're buying or selling, call Wayne at 630-235-5880. He has residential, commercial, and investment properties. He is honest, hardworking, and friendly. Those are all the traits you want in a realtor. He loves hockey and he loves to fly. Again, call Wayne Houses O'Brien at 630-235-5880 or visit him on his website at flyingrealtor@yahoo.com.
Hi, everybody. Welcome back. On the line with me now is my good friend Jack Red Ryan, St. Rita grad, Notre Dame fan. Hello, Jack.
Hello.
How are you, buddy?
Oh, beautiful day like today.
I know. It's terrific. little chilly, but that's fine. You know, you could run around, do your jogging, and you'll be all right. Hey, Jack, I got a lot to ask you about, buddy.
Okay, hope I have some answers.
All right. No, what about these injuries in football? What is pro football going to do about it, if anything?
Well, I think it's something that, of course, it's always been with us, right?
What?
We've always had injuries, and we know that.
Yeah.
It's part of the. Obviously, when something gets the attention of the press boys, like cigarettes or whatever, they just harp on it forever, and
yeah. But
obviously, we don't want anyone being maimed for life or whatever.
Yeah. Well, no.
That goes without saying.
Yeah. Well, you know, Jack, what I thought, and even my friend Ozzy thought, is they asked this turf, since they put in this turf for the players, that there's more injuries. They can't turn as fast, or it doesn't give, you know. I think that has something to do with it.
Yeah. What did you say? What was the beginning part?
Yeah, AstroTurf, or what? I don't know if they call
AstroTurf.
it. I don't know.
I think it does too. Anything, there's nothing better cushiony than real turf, real grass.
Right. Yeah. And I think why they changed was economic. You know, these outfits came and said, "Well, look, we'll save you money. You don't have to water it. You don't have to seed it. You don't have to cut it. Right? So you're going to save money, right?"
Well, what's this other stuff besides the AstroTurf they have now? It's not AstroTurf, but it's much more cushiony.
Yeah, I know it. There's a name. You're right. I
don't know what the name of that is.
I know. I know. But you're right. It's called something else, not AstroTurf anymore.
AstroTurf that's the thing of the past now, I believe.
Yeah, but they have this new turf, synthetic turf, or whatever they call it. But that's probably adding to part of the injuries, you know, because the guys can't. There's no give whatsoever, you know. So you got two big guys.
I remember years when jogging came in. You know, before it became jogging, if you were out running, people would look to see either who you were chasing or who was chasing you. But when that came in, they used to say things like, "It's much better do your running on the road instead of the concrete because it has some give to it." Of course, when you're a young guy, you think you're indestructible. What do they mean by that? But it's true.
Yeah.
You know, a little more give to something. And I'm talking about the ankles, knees, hips, more than anything. Of course, when you land on it, you're hitting it. That's going to be wherever the collision is.
Yeah, right. I think that's a big part of it. And they don't. When we played, or when I played, Jack, you were taught to tackle a guy, not hit him as hard as you can, right?
Yeah.
I mean, you were taught to tackle him, to stop him
from
advance. Right? Yeah, now it's like they don't care if the guy keeps running after they hit him as hard as they can, which, I mean, and then they'll bounce back and keep running. You were taught to tackle a guy to stop him. That might have a lot to do with it. It's like, you know, all they want to do is run as fast as they can, and like a missile, and hit into the guy. And
I've heard it suggested in a couple of quarters that if you take the face mask away, you're going to eliminate a lot of the problems like that.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, you're right. I played. I didn't have a face mask. Right? Got whacked in the mouth a few times, you know. But
and then the fact of the evolution of the helmet alone. I mean, went from something that was leather to this, you know, this case, this solid case.
Yeah, plastic.
I mean,
right.
Obviously, it's going to protect the head more, but it's also going to, if you deliver a blow, it's going to be pretty hard, isn't it?
A lot more damage. Yeah, you're absolutely right.
All right. You have to go to some outside padding also?
Yeah, right.
On the helmet?
Yeah, they should. There may be more pads for these guys. You know, they like to fly into each other, so just make more padding, thicker padding, so if they get hit, you know, it's absorbed by the padding. All right, we'll switch gears a little bit, Jack, and talk about the Irish. Of course, they're going to play another. No, I'm just kidding you now, and all the Irish fans out there. Sometimes they get to me, a soft schedule, Jack, but maybe not, because everybody wants to play against Notre Dame. So even
Right,
if
they've got that national schedule they play too.
yeah, if it's a mediocre team, they come up for that. You know, they're going to play Air Force coming up, which.
We're out there November 2nd. My wife and I are going down to see, who is it? Brigham Young, I think.
Yeah, but another not a top 20 team, I don't think, Jack. But you know, so I with the remaining schedule, I think the Irish are gonna. The last game of the year might they're at Stanford.
Yeah.
You know that, but that might be a tough game. But they play Air Force, you know, and then they play Navy, of course. Navy, you know, whatever. And then Pittsburgh, not as strong as they used to be, and then Brigham Young, they're at home for that. So
Right.
you might go undefeated the rest of the way, Jack.
Well, could be. Every team is up for them, though. We know they're up to play them.
Well, I know. That's what I mean. Even though they're a mediocre team, they play way above their heads, right, to beat the Fighting Irish.
Yeah.
All right, that takes care of that. Oh, yeah, here, Jack, before you go, maybe you could come up to Addison because on November 11th, Monday night, Doug Buffone is going to be at J.D. Muggs signing autographs. And there's no charge for the autograph, so you know maybe we can get together on that. Come on up with Tom or something, and
Is it Monday Night Football?
yeah, it's right. It's
with the Bears.
yeah, it's a Monday night. Yes, yeah, November 11th.
Good to know.
Yeah, all right, but that's a ways down the road.
Yeah.
All right.
I used to see him on Division Street when he had that one club there,
Oh, is that right?
the Bombay Bicycle Club.
Yeah.
BBC, Bombay Bicycle Club.
Is that right?
Yeah.
So to keep that in mind, all right, Jack.
Sure.
All right. We'll talk to you a little later. Oh, wait, one more thing. Your show on Monday. What did you guys talk about again?
Oh, we talked about whatever became of, or whatever happened to, you know, things that have vanished all of a sudden, like the Edsel, or you know, certain types of products, or you know,
what did happen? What did
happen?
happen?
Mat, that type of stuff.
What did happen to the Edsel?
That was just a failure. It came out at the wrong time. People said, you know, it was a recession on or something, and didn't help it.
Oh, okay. And do you remember a company named Kaiser Fraser?
Sure.
Yeah. What happened to those guys?
Well, he was the head of Germany, wasn't he? Kaiser Fraser, Kaiser Wilhelm.
The Kaiser? I don't know.
I don't know. I have no idea.
No, Kaiser Fraser. Yeah. I wonder if they're still around.
No, long gone. Kaiser, that was possibly that the same like Henry Kaiser was the shipbuilder. He had Willis Motors he had bought, and that was what they had the Jeep originally, WYLYS, remember?
Is that right? Yeah. Well, maybe Johnny's saying they may have ran out of money or something. They
helps to have some, doesn't it?
Yeah, right. They had to go bankrupt, but I kind of remember the Kaiser Fraser. You know.
Yeah, I remember it. Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't a bad car. All right, Jack.
50s.
Hey, thanks an awful lot, and I'll talk to you subsequently, all right?
Okay.
All right, take care. All right, Johnny, we'll take a break. We'll be right back.
Hi, everybody. I'm here with Ralph Venturini from Ozzy's, the world's best subs, at Wolf and Grand in Melrose Park. Hi, Ralph. Ralph, tell the folks a little bit about the history of Ozzy's.
Well, I'll tell you what. It started in 1971. It was a little grocery store, and my father decided that it came up for sale, and he decided that he would take advantage and go ahead and buy this little business and take a whirl at it. And it was just a tiny little 800 square foot space, and him and my mom ran it, and they learned it. And
all right, give me the ingredients of your great Italian subs.
Well, I'll tell you, the Italian has 3 kinds of meat. We put provolone cheese on it, Italian dressing, lettuce and tomatoes, and if you like, you can add pickles, onions, and peppers, and let me tell you, this sandwich is excellent.
Come on, folks, get out to Ozzy's at Wolf and Grand. Open 24 hours. Give them a call at 847-455-0845.
Hi, everybody. Welcome back. On the line with me now is my good friend, bowling partner, Jeff Trusco. Hello, Jeff.
Hello, Don. How are you today?
Yeah, all right. Sorry I didn't give you any lead time on a report, but, I'm sure you can come up with something, all right?
Well, I do have the sheets in front of me.
Yeah.
From the last 2 or 3 weeks.
Where did we end up, actually?
Well, it seems that we ended up in third place for the first quarter.
Mm-hmm.
It was position night this past week, and we were in fourth place, bowling the third place team, Shuckabucks, and we took 16 points out of 30 from them a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah.
And they are a tough team because of the averages that these guys have.
Yeah.
Joe Alessi has a 210 average, and three of the other guys in the 180s, and then Ron Perotti has a 175. But we came out pretty good in this past week. Jeannie Shrillas had the high game for us in the first game with a 194, and all the rest of us were in the 180s. And the exciting thing about this is that we were only 2 marks up going into the 10th frame, and Jeannie rolled a very bad ball in the 10th frame and did not convert the multi-pin spare.
Yeah.
You, too, rolled a bad ball, did not convert the multi-pin spare, and it came down to the last man, Pete Spino, who is our anchor man. He had strikes going in the 8th and 9th, and he got the first one in the 10th for that turkey, and we really needed that because despite the fact that he failed to convert a multi-pin spare after that, we still won the game by 3 pins.
Oh, man.
And anytime you're in a tight game and you can pull it out and win by just a handful of pins, that is so exciting.
Yeah.
Unlike getting smeared, you're down by 120 pins going into the last frame. You're not going to make that up no matter what you do.
Yeah, right.
And this for us was an exciting conclusion.
Yeah.
And in the second game though, Joe Alessia had a 257 and Ken Yockey a 224, and we could not overcome that because our high game by Matt Quaranta was a 214, and Pete had a 196. The rest of the three of us were less than that, but they wound up winning that game by 43 pins. And congratulations to them, because whenever anybody wins a game by or shoots a game of 257, their team better win.
Yeah, right.
And in fact, this was the fourth or fifth game our opponent shot in the 250s over the last couple of weeks.
Oh, and it seems like that, let's see, Jeff. We ended up 104 and a half. We had 101 and half points. How many points did we win last week then?
Well, we did come back to win the third game. Again, Jeannie had a 214 to lead our team, and we beat the Shuckabucks by 145 pins.
Wow.
So we were kind of all over the place.
Yeah.
And we took the 6 point. That gave us 21 points out of 30.
Oh, 21,
and we
okay.
finished with a 122 and a half point swan for the first quarter.
Yeah.
And like I said, that put us into third place because we were 13 points out of second and 17 points out of first, and those two teams bowled against each other. We didn't have enough to overtake any of them, but hey, I'll take third place anytime.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. I think, that meant Chicago Spence ended up winning, right?
That is true.
Yeah. We bowled against them. We'll probably meet them again, I'm sure.
Well, we bowled against them the second week, and we beat them 21 points out of 30.
Wow.
So they are a strong team, obviously, if we beat them, and yet they finished in first place for this quarter. But it seldom happens where any team that finishes in first place in any quarter really doesn't do as well the subsequent quarters. They don't win more than one, and that's good because it gives everybody a chance.
Absolutely.
And whoever finishes in first, of course, has their spot reserved in the playoffs come next spring. And certainly we're looking forward to that. We're all bowling better at this time than we did a year ago. And I'm hoping that we can continue to not have one or two bad weeks out of the quarter, because that's all you need is to one or two bad ones where you're only winning 12 points or 10 points, maybe 15, and it's difficult to recover by losing so many on a night when there are so many other good teams in the division that we're in.
Yeah, but I think we're all bowling a lot better than last year. It seems like it.
Yeah.
I know you and I are, that's for sure.
Yeah, what was unusual this past week for you and me, both of us had all our games in the 180s, and you and I got strikes in every fifth frame, which is the beer frame, of course, as bowlers know that whoever gets the lowest pin count on the first ball buys a round of beers.
Yeah.
Well,
right.
we don't buy beers. We just pay cash into the kitty.
Yeah, at the end of the year, we get it back. All right. Hey, Jeff, thanks an awful lot. And I will see you tomorrow.
That is true. Tomorrow's bowling night. We're bowling against the team Bowling Beans, and they, not knowing what they did last week, they were in 7th place out of 9 teams in the division. So we're going to have to spot them pins, but look out because they have a new gal on the team. She identifies herself as Susie Q, and she has a 190 average. So this lady is a very good bowler.
Susie Q. All right. Well, we'll see what she's got. All right.
Sure.
All right. Thanks, Jeff.
Okay, Don. Take care.
You're welcome. Bye now.
Bye-bye.
All right, folks. We'll take a fast break, Johnny, and we'll be right back. All right.
For this.
Hi everybody, the Donna Sports here. Hey you guys, it's time to get out and golf. The DuPage County Forest Preserve courses are open. Maple Meadows at 272 Addison Road in Woodgale. It's a links type course that is in great shape and no trees to hit. That's what a links type course is, not many trees. Oak Meadows at 900 North Wooddale Road in Addison is a traditional course with trees, beautiful flowers, and not many sand traps. And the price is reasonable. And get this, it has the longest bar in DuPage County for the 19th hole. And Green Meadows on 63rd and Westmont, a shorter course that is in great shape also. All of these courses are waiting for you at reasonable prices. Call Oak Meadows at 630-595-0071 and make your tee time.
Primerica is one of the largest financial services marketing organizations in the nation, with approximately 95,000 licensed independent representatives. Primerica is an industry leader in financial services. I'm Mike Figarelli, an independent representative and senior vice president in the Bensonville area, and the company's goal is to help ordinary families prepare for their financial futures. We've shown many local families how to do just that, and we are prepared to grow locally by providing people with financial solutions as well as a great business opportunity. As an independent representative with Primerica, you can build a business of your own, part-time or full-time. To learn more about the Primerica business opportunity, call me, Mike Figarelli, at 630-860-0033. Again, that's 630-860-0033.
Hi, everybody. Welcome back. On the line with me now is Wayne H. O'Brien. The H stands for Hockey and Houses, a real estate man and a good hockey fan. Hello, Wayne.
Hi.
How are you, buddy?
Just fine.
Boy, you're taking it on the chin. Your Vikings got whipped, you know.
Well, I told you a month or two ago that they ain't going anywhere. I knew back then.
Yeah, they got a new quarterback now, but he was throwing the ball all over the place. You know, they sure miss Fran Tarkington.
Oh, for sure.
I'm going wait.
Or even Bryden Moon or
yeah,
that one after him.
Yeah, Warren Moon. Joe Cap, wasn't it? Joe Cap was in there.
Joe Cap way back in the 70s.
Yeah, and then Warren Moon and I've always had a couple of good quarterbacks. You're right. Their name leaves me right now.
Yeah, well, Tarkington was the best.
Yeah, and but that's going back, of course. You know.
Yeah, they were. Last time I checked, the Vikings were 1-4.
Yeah.
I don't think they played. Huh?
They're
1-5.
Oh, geez. Yeah, I don't know what their schedule is, but they play the Bears, of course.
Twice, yeah.
One more time, right?
Yeah, right.
Yeah, at Minnesota. You never know. They could win that game, maybe. You know.
Well, I think that'll be a cakewalk for the Bears.
You think so? Well, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, they lost Cutler, of course. You know, that doesn't help, I don't think. Although that Josh guy didn't look too bad. The backup guy they brought in, you know, he didn't look bad. So maybe.
Yeah, I had told you that I figured that either Green Bay or Bears would be in first and second place.
Yeah.
And Detroit in second or third place.
Yeah, I think you did say that. Yeah, that was a good prediction. Let's switch gears here a little bit. I see your Boston Bruins are in third place in the Atlantic Division. Wow. Well, let's see. What have they done? They won 5 and lost 2.
Third in the conference.
Yeah, in the conference. They got to play. Toronto and Detroit are ahead of them a little bit, you know, but it's early in the season yet, you know.
Yeah, I think right, precisely. I think they were, they're 2 points under the Blackhawks in the league.
Yeah, right. The Hawks won last night in a shootout. How many points? Well, how was that again? How many?
Well, if you play a game and win, it's 2 points. If you go into overtime,
yeah,
and then go to and if you go to a shootout,
yeah,
then the winning team gets the 2 points, and the losing team gets 1 point.
Oh, you do get one anyway, even if you lose the shootout. All right.
Yeah, that's why last year the Blackhawks didn't have 17 straight wins. They just didn't have any losses. They had they gained the 1 point. On their overtime losses.
Yeah,
but, it's not the same this year.
No, I know. It'll be different. Boy, one. Let's see. What about all these injuries in football? What do you think they should do about it, if anything? You know, a couple of guys said it was the AstroTurf.
It's going to be hard to. It's going to be hard to. You can't. You can't restrict the players a whole lot because otherwise you're playing flag football.
Yeah.
And so I think that anything that's intentional should be real high.
Yeah.
Real high games losses, or like in hockey, concussions should be dealt with more severely.
Yeah.
With fines and games off.
Well,
I think that would help a little bit.
Yeah, and I thought, and a couple other guys thought too, that the AstroTurf is when they brought that in, you know.
Yeah, I heard about that years ago. You know, it's I think it's hard on the ankles.
Yeah, you know, and although it's a cost thing, right? Because you don't have to water it, you don't have to seed it, you don't have to cut it, right?
So that's true, but I think the grip is better, and so there's a little give in the grass.
Yeah, that's right.
There's no give on the AstroTurf.
Yeah, and that's what causes a lot of injuries, I think. You know,
even way back when Peyton played, he probably would have had problems with his ankles if.
Yeah,
he was unstoppable.
Yeah, right, and it was grass. I think he played on grass, though.
Oh yeah, grass.
Yeah,
like I say, AstroTurf. He might have a minor ankle injury once in a while.
Yeah. All right, one more thing. Do you think the baseball season goes too long?
Yeah, actually, I think hockey does too.
Yeah. Okay.
But there's so many teams, see.
Yeah, that's probably why they got to get the games in. But it just, for me,
it's all money, you know.
Yeah, right.
Money.
It is, but for me as a fan, it's like I used to look forward to the World Series. I mean, it was like that was the, But now it's wait a minute, I'm going to watch a Bulls game or I'm going to watch a football game. You know what I mean? It's like it lost something going into November. for me anyway.
Yeah, this year I'm going to be like a Cubs fan. I don't think there's any fans that are more determined than Cubs fans. No matter what the team does,
Yeah.
they're Cubs fans.
Yeah, right.
And and with the Vikings this year, I'm going to be like a Cubs fan.
Yeah, I think so. All right, Wayne, I'll let you go. Just one other thing, Wayne. November 11th at J.D. Muggs, a friend of mine's got a grill and a bar in Addison. Doug Buffone's going to be there signing some autographs for free. So, if maybe you and your son could come on up if you want to see Doug Buffone, get an autograph. And
What
it's on
day
a
is
Monday.
that on?
It's a Monday.
November 11th.
Yeah, no, Monday night. It's either
Monday night.
Yeah, it's either a hockey game's going on or it got to be Monday Night Football, right? I mean, I'm sure
Yeah.
that's what it is. So kind of keep that in mind, okay?
Yeah. Okay, I will.
All right.
I'll
Okay.
tell 'em.
Yeah, Wayne. Thanks an awful lot. I'll talk to you
you.
later. Yeah. Take care now. All right.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye now. All right, folks. Hey, that wraps it up. Man, that was a fast show. We got a lot in. Talked to a lot of great guys and covered a lot of subjects. All right. Thanks for listening, and I'll talk to you next week. Take care now.
Y'all ready for this?
You have been listening to the Don of Sports with Don Figurelli from the John Navita Broadcast Center on the Windy City Hometown Entertainment Network. The Don of Sports was pre-recorded on Wednesday, October the 23rd, the year 2013. The Don of Sports was directed by John Navita, edited by Stephen Lehman, and our audio engineer is James Rohde. Thanks for listening.